Oh, wow. Wow. Wow.
Hi everyone, my name is Jenna and I like to turn your scribbles into monsters, so let's get it going. Alright, here is the scribble that I have chosen today, and this scribble is by Adrian Clearwater, so thank you so much Adrian for your beautiful scribble. Alright, so the first thing I like to do is create a new layer and turn the opacity of this layer right down. And then using a bright color, I like to just trace around the original scribble to get a feel for the shapes and the lines that we have here. Now, I don't know if you've seen my last video, but I did talk about how geometric shapes are probably the hardest to work with, so that's why I chose this one, because I feel like it's going to be quite a challenge, and I do love a challenge. Alright, so we have the initial outline here of the scribble. Now what I want to do is I'm going to move it it's a little bit more centered, and then I'm going to create another layer and just bump this one right back and choose a black, and then we're going to start drawing some weirdness. So I can kind of see that these, I'm going to draw this shape here, so I think that's quite interesting. And then on another layer, I'm actually going to take this shape, and then on another layer I'm going to draw this shape here. And then on another layer, I'm going to draw this shape. Now, I don't normally do this, but I wanted to move these shapes out a bit. So I wanted to take this one right across. I wanted to take the square shape across a bit as well, like that. And then this shape here, I also wanted to just fan them out a little bit more. Yeah, I like that. I think that's cool. And what I'm going to do now is see if I can join them up a little bit better to make something. So I really do like these shapes. I think they can actually connect to this square shape to maybe make something. Okay, I'm thinking maybe this way could be something interesting. So what I'm gonna do is I feel like these are connected into this square body somehow, and maybe they're like antlers, weird looking antlers, kind of like a moose or something along those lines. And I don't think they need to be identical or symmetrical. But I think we could have something strange going on with these shapes here. I'm not quite sure what they are yet, but we will get there in the end. Now this here, I'm wondering if we can draw a little circle here, and inside the circle is almost like I don't know about that. Maybe, or maybe it's like just really big eyes on the top of its head, square part. Maybe more like that. Maybe this whole bit here. Maybe this whole bit is a mouth. Like with weird bunny teeth, and then another big set here. It could definitely be something. Maybe these aren't antlers, maybe they like are the legs that drag this guy around. Or like claws or legs or something. It's like a kind of a mobile square thing. So maybe he does need the help of these strange legs to like drag him around. I was just thinking about feet instead of antlers with or paws or something. Alright, what I'm going to do, because this is looking crazy messy, is merge all these down. So we just have one, and then turn that original one off, and then bump the opacity right down again. And I think even further. And then draw over the top of this. So let's just start maybe with his weird face, which has this big bulgy eye. And then there's one on this side. And maybe this comes down and out a bit more. Oh, actually, no, yeah. Maybe a bit more exaggerated at the bottom, like that. And then mouth can kind of come around a bit more like this. with these weird teeth. And you know those things that hang in the back of your throat? The dangly things. And then maybe a tongue sitting in there somehow. And then this weird nose. Like that. It's very interesting. Alright, now we have these strange paw hands, and this very square body, which I don't think I have any monsters that are quite square shaped, so this is really interesting and really new, which I'm enjoying. And I'm just going to draw a line down here so I can kind of get this arm coming out at the right angle. And then I'm just going to rub that out. Just to see what it's going to look like. Yeah, quite like that. Maybe, I don't know, do you think a paw? I think massive paws would be really cool. Like, you know? And then another. Oops, oh, I drew that line. Maybe more like that. Let's rub this line out. Always helps to rub different lines out so you can get, I guess, just a clearer picture of what's going on. And then sometimes you can draw lines and they just create little happy accidents, which is always fun. So this is definitely looking very strange. We have some claws. But you know, I'm not sure. I might draw this one differently and see what we come up with, because it might be that this one is far superior and we copy it over. So maybe this one is not a paw. Maybe it's like a massive suction cup idea where he can like suction himself to things to drag himself along, which could be cool. I kind of like that more than the paw. I'm sure there's a whole lot of you out there going, no, do the paw. But I think the suction is probably better. So I actually am going to copy this and copy paste and then put it on the other side. So I might turn this off so we can have a better look. And then I'm going to flip him and have him like that. maybe back a bit further, and just distort it a bit so it's coming forward more, like this. Weird. Okay, so with that in mind, I am going to take the opacity of this right down, and I'm going to keep drawing on this layer with this weird, could be a suction cup or it could be like a hoof. It does look like a very strange horse, but yeah. And then we'll draw this eye like that. Give him some little, and then I kind of like the idea that that comes up a bit more and then comes down and it's just out a little bit like that. I am wondering if his tongue should be out on the ground, kind of like maybe like this. Maybe it needs to come like out like that more, like from the depths of his mouth, because he does have a very long body, so, and it doesn't have to be, it could be like a different kind of tongue, like maybe it's split up. Just gonna rub these out so we can kind of see what we're working with. Like that. I do like these big teeth though. I think they're really cool. Kind of do like the idea of his tongue being like in two different pieces, like maybe this one comes around a bit more, kind of like a fork tongue. Yeah, something like that's quite cool. Very weird, very interesting. And then this kind of just a hint of the skin coming up there, and I think on the other side as well. I've always thought like dog noses and rabbit noses and things like that, to me anyway, kind of look like upside down love hearts. I don't know if anyone else thinks that way, but might be just a Jenna thing. So this is very square, but I am thinking that instead of it being square as such, that maybe it's like these kind of ridges, almost like an accordion body, maybe more like that. And then this could be coming out of one of the ridges, sort of like that, almost like a gill. And then we could also potentially do some spikes down his back, just like this, and they could start on his head and come all the way back. And then we've got his other foot or suction cup here, which comes around And then down and around again. I'm going to turn this layer off now so we can have a good look at this weird creature. And he is coming along very strangely. I'm not sure about these ridges. I kind of think maybe they should only come down a little bit. More like, maybe a bit more like that. So it's kind of more the idea. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to center him, make him a bit bigger, and I might move this foot back a bit if I feel like it's too far forward. But I am liking this so far. So I'm gonna bring the opacity right down, and I'm actually going to change my brush now as we get into the nitty-gritty. I like to use the calligraphy brush to do my final outline, so when I get a base idea down, I do like to change the brush so I can get more of a sense of what it'll look like. Now, like I said, I think I'll move that foot back, but first I just want to do a bit more work around this part. So I will take that out a bit more and then bring this down. There we go. I'm just going to rub that line out. Just wondering if this should come around like that more. And be more part of the front of the face. A bit more like that. And then this one comes around. And up. It's hard to see with this, so we'll just, yeah, I think that's better. And I'm gonna do the nose. A little weird love heart nose. And then the mouth. With the nice big teeth. And the dangly thing. And as I said, I do like the idea of this tongue being split. Have you ever seen people with split tongues? Like, imagine it's a very strange feeling to have your tongue like that. Well, I guess it would take a lot of getting used to. Here we go. And these spikes. Very cool. Now these ridges, as I said, I wasn't a big fan of having them straight up and down, so I was thinking maybe more like that. Yeah, I like that a bit better. And take that down. And this across. Maybe he has a tail or something, but for now we will just leave him like that. And then for his arm, we'll come around like that. And around again. For the big hoof / suction cup. Here we go. Okay, so I'm going to create another layer to draw this other arm. So, and I'm going to start down here so that I can move it backwards. Okay, so let's move this one backwards and up a bit, so it does look like it's more behind. And then we'll just rub out the little bits here and then merge it down to this one. Now I'm gonna have a play with this. I'm actually gonna straighten up a bit and make it a bit bigger. I'm actually gonna play around with the distort tool, because often, especially with things that are a little bit more of a perspective, it's quite fun to just play around with this tool and get it looking a bit different. And I do like to have them in the center, which goes against everything I was taught at design school in terms of composition and things. Now, I'm not too sure about the bottom of his body. I am wondering, and this might be a crazy idea, but if I copy this copy paste that and flip it around, I am wondering if it would work down here. To sort of join them up a bit. If that makes sense. So this would come more around and then you'd have these lines coming up. And if I just rub these out, well, what I might do now is do the proper outline, the final outline. So I'm gonna speed that up and then we'll color it and we'll see what happens. Awesome.
So come and take the shots from me now, shots from me now. Just like a soul child, feeling so priceless. You got me taking shots from me now, shots from me now. Just like a Cadillac, feeling so timeless. Let's talk about it. Late night FaceTime, hold tight, on fire, damn bright, I'm sipping on you. Let's talk about it. Late night FaceTime, hold tight, on fire, damn bright, I'm sipping on you. What's going on with you? I will not love for you. I can't relate, girl, when you say that it was overdue. I've don't play no games for you. Girl, what we trying to prove? I had a down, but she'll be down. It's funny how I with you. It's deja vu, you say it's cause you're Gemini. So inconsistent while you anxious, we wasting ammunition. It's deja vu, I knew that you were never mine. So clueless, I guess you will never know. I need you to just be you. When you're playing dumb, I never even notice. But I'ma play the same game with you now. So come and take the shots with me now, shots with me now. Just like a soul child, feeling so priceless. You got me taking shots with me now, shots with me now. Just like a Cadillac, feeling so timeless. Talk about it. Late night FaceTime, hold tight, on fire, damn right, I'm sipping on you. Let's talk about it. Late night FaceTime, hold tight, on fire, damn right, I'm sipping on you. I was dumb enough to think that you were always right. I've been tripping on it daily, the devil that you made me. I can't be wanting you to feel me, you so out of line. I'm so done with all your news. Call it deja vu, repeating what I didn't want. So indifferent and I got no emotions now. I know it's deja vu and finally you're never mind. I ain't doing this wrong, not again. I need you to just be you. When you're playing dumb, I never even notice. But I'ma play the same game with you now. So come and take the shots with me now, shots with me now. Just like a soul child, feeling so priceless. You got me taking shots with me now, shots with me now. Just like a Cadillac, feeling so timeless. Let's talk about it. Late night FaceTime, hold tight, on fire, damn right, I'm sipping on you. Let's talk about it. Late night FaceTime, hold tight, on fire, damn right, I'm sipping on you. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Alright, that's all finished, all coloured in now. I hope you like it. Please tell me what you think in the comments and we'll see you next time. Thanks team!